Hello everyone, this is Cindy Wilfong and along with Charles and Lakin, I am on the group for chapter 11, and this is a summary for the the learning through collaboration. First, I would like to start by referencing again the difference between collaborative learning versus cooperative learning. Like Lakin mentioned earlier, this type of learning get confused and they're actually not the same. And collaboration works, I'm sorry. People work towards building a shared knowledge. People attempt to learn something together. Um, it's a method of teaching and learning in which students team together to explore a specific something, a specific project. A group of students discussing a lecture or students from different schools working together is an example. In cooperative learning, the individuals play different roles in a team, with each member having a responsibility for a part of the whole. Cooperative learning is a specific kind of collaborative learning. Students work together in small groups on a structured activity. They are individually accountable for their work, and the work of the group as a whole is also assessed. So, in collaborative learning, they work together to produce a specific product versus in cooperative learning where they have different roles. So once again, the focus is in the social and cultural description on how a group creates a shared output. Everybody working together to that outcome. And here I have a few quotes. They do not simply assimilate someone else's knowledge or practices, they actively produce their understanding. Larry Lartz states the group is valuable to each of its members because it makes demands on them to produce a contribution to the group goal. So there are two important things in here. There is peer modeling and learning to construct something together. And sometimes as teachers, we probably have faced the challenge of some students saying, oh, well, he's doing the work, I'm not doing, he just doing most of the work, or I'm doing most of the work. But in collaboration, they need to work together to produce something. The chapter mentions something very important is the student collaboration touches all parts of the framework even without the teacher intervention because it combines learning through practice, inquiry, discussion, and sharing. And that is shown in figure 11.1 that it was on the textbook. So what is the teacher's role in collaborative learning? Collaborative learning doesn't lessen the role of the teacher. And the teacher is meant to actively monitor and guide each of the 5 stages of the process that are shown below. And we probably have seen at this point, besides all the type of learnings that we have discussed, that no matter what, the teacher role is very important. So the teacher should envision the lessons. That means there has to be creation, planning, and have organization. They enable collaboration, so arrange the groups. Sometimes here we need to think about differentiation. Encourage students, show support, guide them, ensure learning by monitoring, and evaluate the achievement, provide effective feedback and guidance on what they produce. And we already talked about different types of feedback in the previous chapter. So this picture to me kind of represents that everybody's working together, but then you can see the teachers working around or walking around to make sure that they're encouraging, they are providing feedback and going through this process. So how can digital technologies help? They mediate and encourage group learning with 3 properties. Computational media that are configurable, easy to change, computer mediated communication that keeps a record of activities and product, and computation media that can analyze the interaction. So examples of technologies and what they can offer. The book mentioned wikis, which most of us are familiar with that, collaborative discussions environments, There is a lot of similar to the wikis, but obviously they cannot change it, but collaborate. So just like we collaborate for this class. Other ones has to do with the test and the output. Example is the CSILE, supports inquiry information, search and creative work amongst learners, and that is mentioned on our textbook as well. The pedagogical patterns for collaborative learning. There are two important quotes in here. Technology enables the representation and sharing of outputs, while the requirements to produce outputs drives the process. Technology enables higher quality discussion by providing a discussion scaffolding tool where the learners select the type of contribution they make to the discussion. And so here on figure table 11.2, we have how the collaborative learning has other kinds of learning, and that also it shows what technology can do to help. So at all the time, the teacher's role is critical when using technology, and they should set goals, create expectations, monitor, guide, learn about technology being used, and develop appropriate teaching strategies. So that concludes an overall overview of chapter 11, and just wanted to bring back that, of course, collaboration is part of the 4Cs that is very important for the 21st century skills that we constantly bring to our classrooms. And so even though we're focusing collaboration, we know that the other skills in here, or the other communication skills, are definitely involved or present in the other type of communications that we discussed in this book. Now for our discussion, you guys are going to have, and this is just an overview, everything will be there, but you will have a question 1 where you will watch this video. Question 2, which there is another second video, and a question 3, which is a quote that we would like for you to discuss, and the last question that it will be in the presentation. And again, this will be, and I will post this, so you don't need to pause the video and watch. But the way we would like to do this discussion is we would like for you guys to discuss this together with your partner, and either, on a document, or you guys can meet to kind of mimic the collaboration process. And then one of you will put the answer for question 1, and one of you will do question 2. If there's 3 in your group, you can do, the third one can do that. So the third one will be optional. And then the fourth question, it will be for everybody. I hope this was helpful, and I am sorry. Besides my accent, I also got braces, so sometimes it's hard for me to pronounce certain words. Thank you.